everyone. Happy National Women Chiropractors Day, June the 5th, 2020. And of course, I have to have Dr. Bobby with me to celebrate this special day. Dr. Bobby, welcome. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. So for those of you who don't know, which I don't know how you wouldn't know, Dr. Bobby and Oklahaven are one and the same. And Oklahaven is that special thing in our profession that love has just been the foundation since its very beginning. And listen, we have an urgent message. We need help at Oklahaven. So what I want you to do is I want you to really lean into this interview and just check in with the nudging that God is giving you. If you can come and help at Oklahaven in a myriad of different ways that we're going to discuss today, I'm asking you to follow that nudge. You know, like in anything else, like think about when you first got nudged to go to chiropractic college. Like at first it was just kind of a whisper and you couldn't deny it because you started leaning into it and you started seeing yourself become a chiropractor. There are going to be many of you that are listening to this today that get that nudge, or maybe this is the second. Now it's like more of a shove. So I'm asking that you just lean in, listen to that nudge, and then take action. So Dr. Bobby, let's go back to the beginning and let's talk about Oklahaven's roots. So for those who don't know, can become in the know.
Okay. Well, it was founded by 12 chiropractors. I had been an international stewardess and I didn't really have business sense. So I ran into Dr. O.S. Witt, who gave us his building, and Dr. Wayne Clark, an upper cervical chiropractor, and in an elevator in Tulsa. And they asked if I could run it. And I said, sure, I could run it. I had seen the world. There wasn't anything else I had to do. So I came, but it was in shambles. You could tell 6 men were running it. They had taken the children to their clinics, and it's still a hard sell. It's not an easy sell. People just don't believe that the children can be healed, and they can be. That's what I feel I have spent this part of my life proving that chiropractic works. And for all of us, it's still the premise: stress, trauma, and toxins within. If you keep giving them the toxins, you're not going to see the miracles. So the parent must be willing to get rid of the medication. I had to laugh. One time we had a family from Wisconsin come, and they were PR people, and they were so cute. And the child, the medicine had big sores on their legs, and he was a Down's child. And so I said, I do not see children on medicine. We said that. Well, we just needed to come. So they came back the next day and they said, oh, we've decided we'll take the drugs now. None of them ever think about taking the drugs themselves. So I think it's really important that we stress no toxins within. And to clean them up, you have to begin with herbs or fresh cilantro. Grind it up till it comes to a liquid and then give that to them. It's amazing what you will see.
Well, I didn't know cilantro had that many health benefits.
Oh, cilantro is wonderful. It will pull the toxins.
Okay. Wow.
Out of the brain.
Yeah, keep going. Keep telling us more.
So then I had to prove to myself and to the world that this worked, and it does. So right now, the center's in good shape. I love our Have a Heart campaign. And I ask everyone Valentine's week to sell the hearts and show the videos of the children getting well. And I need someone who's willing to come and help me run it right now. I've been invited all over the world. It's a wonderful opportunity, but mainly we have to find the children and tell the story. I'm too old to keep telling the story. I'm really find that I am worn out. I cannot face too much opposition right now.
So Bobby, let's talk about the help that you need. What Who is
We
this
need
person?
we need a good chiropractor, one or two of them.
Okay.
And since
And then,
the times are here now, maybe somebody will want to come.
okay. Does this person have to have extensive pediatric
No,
experience
no,
already?
no, no. Mm-mm.
Okay. So somebody obviously with a huge heart that believes that chiropractic care can
Well, the
change this
children.
kid,
Yeah,
right? That is willing to be trained. You don't have to already have all the skills that obviously Dr. Bobby has. When you say run it, will this person be responsible for operations?
sure.
Okay. So
I
basically
mean,
they're
it's
going
a
to be,
small operation right now.
okay.
There's only three of us.
And so they'll be responsible for care,
Yes.
right? Delivering care and operations. And so maybe there are two different people who are watching today. And one is like, oh man, I would love to do the operations aspect. And somebody else is like, I want to just jump in and take care of the kids. That's totally fine,
And then
right?
we do charge at Oklahaven. It's a small minimum, but someone has to do some fundraising.
Okay. And then
And
we need somebody to do fundraising.
fundraising's fun. No one's ever said no. I don't have time to ask anymore.
Okay. And
And there's
so,
mainly only maybe 6 to 12 really profoundly hurt children a day. Yeah.
and how long do they come to
They
Oklahaven for?
usually come for a week or two.
Okay.
But with all of this now, it's just all slowed down. But there's
Yes,
enough children in this city that we could help
absolutely. And are the kids that come there referred most commonly?
all the time referred.
Okay. And they're referred by chiropractors?
Chiropractic.
They're referred by,
Other parents.
okay.
We have
Nice.
a little boy there right now who's had an ear infection and he went to the hospital and got spinal meningitis. And I don't know how he got that. But then he ended up losing his vision and his hearing. And they did cochlear implants. But he's coming back. It's amazing. He's seeing, he's hearing. I mean, not in fullness, but he knows who's in the room. He laughs now. He's beginning to sit up.
Wow. And those parents just must be in awe, like to get your child back, right?
Yeah, oh, yes. It's
That
amazing.
is
And
awesome.
to think that they are not standing in line is always fascinating. But I
Yeah.
am very stern about no medication.
And so how do you do that? Like when a family
I'm
reaches
old.
out to you, you just tell them like you got to stop all meds for your kids?
It's up to them. I said it's like going to the AA meeting. Are you having another drink today? Or are you giving it up?
Nice.
And the children that have come off it, but you have to be treating them every day.
Right.
But the children that come off the medications cold turkey, and you work through with them through all of the withdrawals, they're great. The children that they slowly take them off, I find go to street drugs in the end when they're teenagers.
Well, of course, their body's been used to chemicals, right?
That's right. So we
You
have a
know,
big story to tell.
I remember when I was first in practice in the late 90s, that's when the whole ADD, ADHD, Ritalin was, like all in vogue, right?
Mhm.
And I remember doing a talk all over anyone that would listen to me about, look, this is when you're creating your teenage drug addict
Yeah,
right now, right? Because when your child doesn't feel well, they have an ear infection, so you give them an antibiotic. They can't, like they're coughing, so you give them this drug. And then, as they get older, whatever their symptoms are, mom and dad, the people who've loved them the most, give them a drug. So then when they're in high school and they get cut from the football team or they do poorly on a test, like you've already been training them to you numb it with some kind of pill, potion, or lotion. So why wouldn't they turn to drugs and alcohol? It's a culture you've already established.
yes.
So it is really, really important. And I don't believe parents do it out of because they want to harm their kids. It's because they don't know any
I
different.
don't know.
That's where our job is just so vital, to just reassure them and reassure them and reassure them, like your body can do this. Your child was designed to be well. Right?
Yes. And I think right now we're proving that.
What do you mean?
With this virus.
Keep going. Give it to us, Bobby.
Yeah, I'd rather tell you all about my new fertility book. I think fertility,
yes,
natural fertility. Years ago, we wrote a book on, it was natural birth control. And the mother said, Dr. Bobby, you're so old. We have trouble getting pregnant now. We need natural fertility. So we've taken it apart and we've put it back together with many, many good tips. And
wow, tell us more about your book. What are the
different signs of your mucus when it's like real sticky and when it pulls apart, and you can tell when you're pregnant, or you can tell it's so natural. We don't need all the drugs.
Right. Mm-hmm. Wow. And when did you publish that book? I haven't heard about it.
Well, I haven't put it on the market yet, but it will be there within the month, I promise. Yeah.
Wow. What a great time to celebrate on National Women Chiropractors Day, your book. So someone who's watching, how do they get a copy?
Just email Oklahaven.
Email Oklahaven. Okay, perfect. And also, if you're interested in learning more, we do have an urgent need. Can someone come for a year or come for like
I need 2 years.
A 2-year commitment to come and when they come to Oklahaven, do they stay right on campus? Like what happens? Let's talk more so that those who are interested get more details and will reach out.
I think they literally need to come. We'll help them find a place to live and go from there.
Nice. And I encourage all of you, like the details about where will I live and what will I do, all of that stuff always falls into place once you make the determination, I'm going. Like think about even when you went to chiropractic college, like the first decision you had to make was, I'm going to start, right? Or the hardest decision about starting a practice is just deciding like, that's the day. I always tell people when I started the boot camp in 2017, I set a deadline and I said, April 17th, I'm kicking it off. And I had one video done. We have over 700 now, but I decided like, that was the day, like ready or not, here I come, right? Like playing hide and seek when we're kids. And so I just want to encourage those who are listening and watching today, just make the determination that you're going to go for a visit, that you're, take the next step of maybe the next step is just simply reaching out to Dr. Bobby and telling her, hey, this has really been on my heart and I want to come and I want to participate. And she'll take it from there. So Bobby, let's
also feel free to call me with anything. They must begin to take on the children.
Yes. Yep. The song isn't lying. The children are our future.
They are. And I find there's magic in 3 visits, even a day, or 3 times a week minimum.
Mm. So Bobby, let's talk for a minute about what has it been like for you being a female chiropractor throughout the decades?
Oh, I still struggle with that one.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. The state association doesn't talk to us. So we used to have 5 organizations suing one another. And then we went to a joint. And now we have another one. And it breaks my heart. Because every politician who's running for anything should see these children and see them get well. We don't have to be giving them money. I mean, they're all in there for the money. It's a no-brainer, I think. We just have to get behind Oklahaven. It's going to be 60 years old. And just tell the story.
Yes.
And the world follows, I think.
Yes.
First, it's a crack in consciousness. I've learned I have to show at least 8 cases. Oh, misdiagnosed, would have outgrown it. And then all of a sudden, they just look in amazement how the children come back to wholeness.
It's always been amazing to me that it's easier for people to believe in medicine than in the human body.
It takes the responsibility away. It's like, oh, my luscious pet here, my arthritis. Instead of how do I get it and how do I get rid of it? Because you have to do something.
Yes.
I love chiropractic. I mean, if you don't know how you think and feel, get adjusted.
Right. Well, and anything in motion is healthier, right? So obviously a chiropractic puts us back into motion, and we have to take personal responsibility, and these kids get motion restored to their life, and they can come to life. So we said at the beginning we were going to talk about mantras, and you said you wanted to talk about you. So as we wrap this up, talk to us about your rituals.
My ritual, I usually meditate every morning and evening. And HU, H-U, is the sound of God. It's the ancient name of God. It's the one sound. Everything else is a vibration. It's the HU. Well, I'll read you all something. The power of life.
Okay.
We must think of life, the essence, the fluid, the Holy Spirit, which flows from the heart of God into all creation. This is the creative force, the feeding and maintaining of all things in the universe of God, whether it be minerals, particles of soil, animal, man, or angel. It is the basic reality, the chain of the invisible atoms that we breathe for survival and use to create thought. It is the fundamental and necessary element by which life is created and sustained, nothing less. It appears to be simply a great white sheet of blazing light, too great for human eyes, stretching far from infinity to infinity without beginning and without ending. Sometimes it appears like a calm, brooding sea, reflecting thousands of light of brilliant hot suns. This is the consciousness. This is the Holy Spirit. So it's what we believe in chiropractic. It's this life force. The grass keeps growing. As B.J. Palmer said, the sun comes up every day. All is in its rightful place. And I love this for this time of day. Let me see. Keep in mind that at this very moment, all is within its rightful place in the worlds of God. This knowledge keeps us from becoming frantic. Yet again, all within these worlds is a continuous state of flux that seeks perfect equilibrium. This is the spiritual urge towards the love and purity of God. So life's fun. When you're a chiropractor, we don't have fear. You go forth. And when you serve, you're happy.
Yes. Serve and love others and watch your heart explode, because that's what happens. That's absolutely what happens. Dr. Bobby, thank you so much for joining me today. I will make sure that my team gets links attached to this interview so that individuals can easily check out Oklahaven. If you can donate, please do donate and help. Dr. Bobby is there serving at Oklahaven every single day. And it's time for us to come around her and step up again as women, to encircle her as she continues to serve these kids and help bring them back to life. And I'm asking if you've been nudged today to follow that nudge and take the next step and find out what you can do to help. So Dr. Bobby, I love and appreciate you. Happy National Women Chiropractors Day. And thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The website.
We'll put that on there. Yep,
Okay.
you got it. All right. See ya, everyone. Bye.